because the only other thing I'd be blockading would be their attempts to retake Norway. But I somewhat suspect that Germany's got that sorted. What I'd really like to do now is stop them supplying Africa. What's the width of the marine template? Oops, did I just train another one? I did. They are 40 combat width. 13 marines, 6 artillery. And speaking of, I can make one more of you into a marine. Magnificent. It'll be so nice when we have Invader. Because these naval plans will take a lot less time. Check the Pacific. I mean, honestly, Japan is being so dominant out here, I don't think there's anything really going to be happening. Japan still had 300 plus ships the last time I checked. And they still do. Whereas the US is down to about 100. With less than 100 convoys. Like, the US is... The only place that the US is going to be is in America now. So we probably are going to be up against Fortress America. Japan invading New Zealand. Hell yeah. I haven't seen that before. I'm a little bit surprised they've not gone for Australia yet. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stop you lot being active there and bring you out here instead. Then base you in Senegal, which is going to cause... Well, no, Senegal's a bad place. Let's make you Casablanca. So that you can at least repair in the Mediterranean. Because this will make getting repairs and things done harder. And actually, there are a couple of ships here that could really do with repairs. In fact, while we're so close to a naval heartland, let's get all of those repairs done. I kind of prefer that these repairs were done at Germany's expense rather than mine. Because that means I can continue building up my navy. I'm going to increase the number of destroyers I want to 40. And now we definitely have enough submarines, so we're going to cut down to just one surplus sub being built. And we'll go with more destroyers, because we're going to need a lot of destroyers to protect the transport routes into America. My 3 battleships are nearly done! Yes! At which point, actually, we're going to need 1, 2, 3 more battleships. And let's go up to 52 destroyers to screen them. 3 battleships means 12 more destroyers. Are heavy ships the same as battleships? Yes. Heavy ships can either be battleships or battle cruisers. But I've not been using battle cruisers because I don't really care about the speed. Right, I do want to upgrade advanced heavy batteries. Once we have the heavy batteries, then we should be able to fully upgrade our battleships. Let's actually do that too. Because I suspect that the majority of the Italian submarines are already dead. Here we go. Now we're catching a lot of American subs. Looks like Canada has quite a few destroyers still screening. Oh yeah, look at this. We are massacring convoys at the moment. Huzzah for adding radar to submarines. They can see everything. Still out here. A singular battle cruiser, apparently, which is slowly but surely being sunk by the Germans. Did you get it? You got it. Alright, good. Oh, Germany took Ireland before I could even get there. Alright, well, if you want to play that way. I guess we prepare for the naval invasion of Iceland.
Comandi.
Make that 2 of you attacking that spot.
Formazione.
Oh, wow, there's a lot more states in Iceland. In Kaiserreich. There's only 3 here.
Sì, signore.
Huh.
Formazione. Pronto. Attento.
Hey, Buchan. Didn't realise that was you talking there. How well do I know man the guns naval system at this point? I would say pretty well. If you want to know more about the naval system, then head over to this tutorial, where I lay out everything I know. Convoys are getting massacred now, which is nice. I mean, they already were, but they really are now. And yeah, we are definitely pushing back. In Africa, Japan's just taken out Shaanxi. China is on the way out. I'm wondering if I can even be bothered to deal with those. Yeah, because I want Greenland to act as a base. Or Bermuda. Hold your horses. I'm going to try this naval invasion a different way than I usually do. We're going to launch from there to Bermuda.
Pronto.
And then I want all of you in Casablanca.
Pronto all'azione.
I want all of you in Casablanca. You can start
Sì,
training.
signore.
Frankly, all of you can start
Pronto,
training.
signore. Ordini. Attento.
You guys are still in Soviet Union. Let's bring you out here. Ready to assist.
Comandi.
In fact, I could even send you lot down. No, Africa, you would be too heavy. These are only working in Africa because they're much lighter units. I also want to take a look at the infrastructure here. Just make sure that I can make this as conducive to German offensives as possible. Ah, stop scrolling. Although actually I should be trying to repair as much civilian industry as possible. Get it? No, I did. Okay. Take the Azores. Nah. Because you will have noticed that I've been investing lots and lots of stuff into destroyers, and that's because I'm just going to plaster this entire route with just destroyer. I can't actually reach. I might need to take the Azores first. Okay, that's an unexpected problem. Damn. I could do a naval invasion of Suriname and then use Suriname as the naval base. I was really hoping to take Bermuda and then jump off from there. Portugal, you wouldn't happen to want to give me naval docking rights? No. Alright, well, you leave me no choice. Portugal must fall. Hi, Spain, would you... Can I even attack Portugal through Spain if Spain's neutral? I can't, can I? Although I can get docking rights from Spain, in which case I don't need to do this. Right, now can my ships reach? Yes. The ones who need to can reach. All I need to do is get naval superiority out to Sargasso, which the subs will do. In which case, I'm going to reduce our work down here. That's going to be down to Germany to deal with. Boom. All green. The Azores are not owned by Britain. No, they are owned by... Oh, wait, Azores. Oh, they are owned by Britain. Ah, I didn't realise. But it doesn't matter. All I wanted was to let my Marines launch a naval invasion. New Zealand has capitulated. Well done. Right, how close are you? Not very. Let's go and upgrade. Oh, we never did get improved airplane catapults. It takes a day? Okay. I don't think I've ever seen a technology take a day. I'm not complaining. And now I want the secondary batteries to be more powerful. I mean, we've already upgraded them fully. Light attack. Those are for cruisers. I think that these must be secondary ammunition upgrades too. I think they are. "16 French convoys we just sank out there. Nice. "44 destroyers, there we go. I guess we'll get better anti-sub, although we're not really coming up against submarines. Then it is time. We need radar, sonar. We have terrible torpedoes, but never mind. Go dual purpose main gun. AA. Anti-sub 1. We'll set 2 of those, I think. And then one more dual purpose main gun. And that will do. And And then someone subscribed specifically so they could have a ship named after them. Big Iron. We shall name these the Big Irons. These are going to be historical destroyers. Save. And then we'll build Big Irons, replacing all 3 of those. And there we go. Oh, they're bringing in some defences. They're trying to. And all 3 of my new heavy battleships are done. So we also need to create a new battleship class to replace the Hakon Longbeard. This can be named the Vasco class. And they're going to be tier 4 engines, tier 4. Oh no, battleship armor still only goes to tier 3. Interesting. Radar, fire control 3. And we'll equip them with another dual-purpose secondary battery. Because their heavy attack is already more than sufficient. We'll name these heavy historical battleships. 15,000. These are by no means the most expensive ships I've ever designed. And we'll lay down another 3 Vascos. Ahead of the destroyers. Let's say 100 more convoys and then that'll do. Snazzy. Oh. Right, I hadn't actually researched the biggest guns yet. I'd forgotten about them. Well, I guess this is the Vasco 2s. And then all of the Vascos up here, which haven't actually got started yet, so this was pretty good timing. Should be done like so. Also, don't care about construction repair anymore. I want naval production to get all of this up to scratch. There are quite a few Canadian destroyers running around in here. Sargasso plane is currently good for an attack. Still preparing though. Not ready yet. Bad supply is causing attrition here. Alright. Move the tanks back to there. Oh, and the purples are still coming in. Yeah, let's not have you here either. Let's have the purples here. So hopefully the bad supply situation resolves itself. Nope, that's just a bad supply situation because there's so many of us in Africa. It is quickly resolving itself though. As soon as those 8 go, boom. Okay, we're fine. Ooh, 11 Canadian destroyers just sunk. That's good. New technology. Don't care about cruiser defenses. Increase torpedo attack, take down more of the convoys.
Pronto all'azione.
We are no longer short on anything except for anti-tank, so I would say let's build some more anti-tank. And also buying a little bit more steel. $1947, so it takes 2 years, just under 2 years to build a new battleship. Okay. Super heavy armor piercing shells. Battleships are now fully upgraded. Let's go and upgrade the light ships, although they're all using secondary guns, so it doesn't really matter, I don't think. If we improve their turret or not. The main role is screening anyway. That's why I put so many secondary batteries on the battleships, because that means they are very good at killing enemy screens.
Fuoco nemico. Pronto all'azione.
Did you ever get Trickster? No! Panzer Leader! No! Ah! So close. Sank another bunch of destroyers. So how many ships does Canada have then? 14. Okay. At least there are a lot of Americans stuck in Africa. This is true. They have been sending a lot of troops down here. How many troops has Vichy France lost now? 500,000. And there's the landing craft technology. The Netherlands no longer counts as a major power, so the only major power right now is the United States. Take them out, World War II is over. Increase the torpedo attack on the destroyers. This really doesn't matter though. We've already got pretty much complete naval superiority.
Attento.
You guys are trained. You guys aren't quite. You're also ready for the off. And off they go. Alright, attack on Bermuda is a go. And then once we have Bermuda, we can upgrade the living daylights out of the radar, the airbase, and the port. And then we can use Bermuda as a staging ground for the attack on the United States. That is why I'm going for this, because I've done it through Canada before, like taking over Newfoundland and then going into Nova Scotia or Labrador. But you struggle in really big problems with infrastructure up here. If I attack just the east coast of the United States, if I can slam in hard enough with enough troops based in Bermuda, then I'm hoping that I can just go storming in. It's a lot harder to do Atlantic island hopping. Yeah, that's true. Did Hawaii ever fall? No. Japan's still too busy with China, but honestly, China can't have that much left going for them. No, they don't. Yunnan is about to capitulate. China's really not that far off. In fact, once China goes, all of these go too. Man, they've lost 17 million. Oh no, that's including the Allies. That's 17 million in the war against Japan. And Japan's now lost 5.7 million. More industry. Let's get some more AT going, I guess. And we also need to get a lot more steel going. But it's not like Germany's short on steel right now. What's this? Vichy France is going for Ponta de la Ganda, which is the Azores. Oh, now that would help. Wow, Vichy has 17 capital ships? That's their entire navy, and it is actually a surface fleet, it's not just submarines. Impressive. Most impressive.
Pronto.
Meanwhile, my marines seem to have gotten through completely free. My submarine's going after one of their convoys, hopefully keeping that busy. Well, these guys just sneak past, but we are going through that province. Why not invade Cuba, then land across the Gulf Coast of Florida? Cuba's too far away. I can just reach Bermuda. And that is only just. Thankfully, their garrisons here are not putting up a fight. Boom. We're in. All done? All done. Okay, so we are going to build up airbase, radar, infrastructure, naval base, anti-air, just in case. I want all of that built up here. And we can actually do all of it consecutively. Can I show the marine template? Sure. 13 marines, 6 artillery. Logistics, field hospital, support artillery, engineers and recon. Right, marines, well done. You have thrashed them. So let's have the rest of the marines coming in. We can now, yeah, reach all of this with the destroyers. And I also want to reach this with the recons. And of course with my fighting fleet. And we have another batch of tier 3 battleships. We should be pretty much untouchable at this point. Only problem is we're sailing so far away that getting repairs out here will be difficult. We should also grab all of these planes. Oh, we don't actually have an airbase here yet. Okay, never mind. Small caliber armor piercing, that's good. Let's get medium caliber or small caliber upgrade, which is this one.